Hey guys, welcome back. This is Chosen Architect, and today we're going to be setting up all of the item automation for our sieve processing. So I hope you guys are ready. So today we need to do quite a few things. One being taking the items that we have up here. By the way, I did do something. I did facade these, so I used those facades that I talked about a little bit last time. Behind this is actually the cabling. All you have to do is take the facade, click on the block that you want to make it look like, and then you can just apply it, and it works perfectly like that. But, I also wanted to talk a little bit about this as well. You can actually skin your sieve to any character skin with a name tag, and so you take that name tag and you can just name it in an anvil to whatever username or Minecraft username you want it to be skinned as, and it will actually take the skin from that user's username, and that will be what will be inside your heavy sieve. So, or any of the sieves. If that's what you want, I went ahead and named mine to my own name, so I'm in here sieving whenever we need stuff done. But I want to get the items from here into another chest. So what we can do is take basically how this, I think I kind of showed it a little bit before, but how this wireless transfer node works is you're going to have items will go inside this transfer node, and the GPS marker, whatever block you select, is where the items will be transferred to. So if we take this here, and let's go ahead and actually break this block, you can see that we have a normal connector here. Let me put that facade back on there. Actually, I'm going to probably put the connector to the bottom. You can see you can right click and then it changes that. So I'm actually going to have some cable hooked to the bottom here. Let's open this up. And we already have a connection going to the auto sieve here, but we need something else. We need a connector to a trash can. So I'm going to change this to connect to a connector. And I'm going to put a trash can here. I'm also going to need to remove that facade so I can see what I'm doing. So that connector is going to hook in. Everything should still be the same. It's just now that we have a trash. So I'm going to name this trash. And there we go. That should be saved as our trash can. Because we're going to be rounding these items around. We're going to be sending stuff around, and I want a place to actually send some garbage. Stuff that I don't actually want going in here, I want that going into the garbage can for the most part. So that is definitely done. Now, we're also going to need another cable over here. And I'm going to go ahead and break that. Put another connector. And that connector is going to connect to this transfer here. Just like that. So this is going to be items out. And let's go ahead and label that. So items out. And then we can just cover it back up with our facades. So you can right click on the block and it'll set the facade. Hold shift and bam. Also, if you hold a facade, you can see the cabling. Whenever you hold shift, when you hold a facade, you don't have to hold shift. But if you want to see stuff that's actually hidden, bam, you can see all the connectors when that shows up. So, really nice in that case. And then we can also facade the back area eventually. Right now, I'm not too worried about it. Let's just go ahead and get our item processing set up. All right, so I think this setup down here, which I'm going to end up destroying. This is not going to stay here any longer. Yeah, this is actually picking up some of my cables and stuff. Ugh, I'm ready for that to be gone. Because it just picks up items when I don't really want it to pick up items. So, like for my facades here, I can now click those. And we can cover up these items in the back. This is actually a full block. So I'm just going to facade this for right now. Ooh, I don't want to do that. No, no, no. Oh, that's so weird. It actually facaded. Oh, that is beyond weird. I didn't know it could do that, but I guess it completely retextured that whole area. Yeah, we want that. Wireless transfer. Alright, so we're getting a little off track, but that's okay. That's kind of what happens. Let's change it to this. Now, when we place this guy down, it should still be connected. Okay. So now time to route our items. We still have 2 more channels that we can kind of move things around on. So that's what we're going to end up doing. These are going to be two separate channels here. All right, so we're going to have a channel for trash and a channel for this. So we're going to need a few items. So definitely items I want to trash. Items being bone meal that I want to get rid of. And I'm going to save gunpowder for now. I think I want to get rid of Skystone dust. We actually have a bit of that. And everything else I think should be good from this specific setup. So this setup should be on its way and ready to go. So let's just go ahead and we'll configure the sieve as of right now for the compressor, or for the dust. And then we'll move on to each of the other types. So let's go ahead and get our first channel set up. This is going to be another item channel, and we'll go ahead and create that. This channel is going to be the same as our trash channel. So we're going to need to get a setup going here for the trash and for the actual sieve itself. So let's go ahead and create that. We'll do item. Then underneath the sieve, we're going to do create an item channel, an extract channel, and this is going to be set to the max ticks for the stacks. And then this is basically just going to be extracting items. So this is perfectly fine. We can leave that there now. And then on the priority, this is perfectly fine. So priority is going to be when we start working with the inserting. So you can see each of these have priorities. I want trash to take priority over everything. So we'll set this, and I'm pretty sure it works. The higher the number, the higher the priority. If I remember correctly. We'll figure it out. Insert priority. So if this is set to 0, this has a lower priority than this being set to 1. I think. Sometimes I get confused because I feel like some mods actually flip that around. So with that being said, now we can actually filter items. So right here you see enable blacklist mode. And then we have, if it's clicked, it's going to blacklist stuff. But we want it in whitelist mode, so when this is not enabled, it'll be whitelisted. So what we want to do is throw this in here. This is going to whitelist what items can actually go in the trash can. And that should, at this point, be working. Well, it actually was it just voided everything off, to be honest. But we should start seeing items generate in here as it starts to work. By the way, we are going to enchant this mesh, and that's going to make it a lot faster. So yes, it is removing... should only be removing certain items from here. Let's check this again. It should only be removing these 2 items. And then we'll be moving everything else to another inventory. But yes, for right now, it looks like that's what it's doing. It's actually working. Okay. So, with that being done, we can go ahead and move along. And we can get ourselves a crate. For right now, we'll just use a crate. And we're going to say, alright, this crate is going to send our items over. So we'll throw this over here. I'm going to set this crate. Let's just put it right here for right now. And then we'll right click on here. And so our items should be pulled once we throw this in here. Our items should be pulled from here, and they'll head into that crate. Right? That's how it should work. Yes. So they're now going into that crate. It should go fast enough to keep up with everything in here, because this is a pretty slow process without this enchanted. And it should work. It should work. And this is actually keeping up. It looks like it's doing a pretty good job for our limited power situation that we have. But yes, now this is working. So we need to figure out a way to sort out these items right here. Because right now, this is pulling out all items, and they're just going into this chest, and then we'll need from here to sort out this chest. So I would like to actually sort this chest, but we could use Xnet to actually sort things. If we had 2 transfer nodes, had 2 separate ones, and so we had one that was pulling out, let's say, glowstone and stuff, and that was pulling that out and putting it in a different chest, then we can have this going into a controller, and it'll actually go into compacting drawers. So, let's go ahead and do that. I think the wireless transfer These are not that hard to make. So we need a block of gold. And I think that would be better. So let's get a connector. And then we can place that and hook this up just a little bit differently than how we're currently routing things around. And then we can get an actual drawer controller and move stuff from there. So, cable. We may need some more Xnet. At Xnet. Maybe I don't have... I think I have some more laying around up top. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this moved. I'm going to move the trash can. The trash cans will be completely replaced. And I'm going to search back in here. Take out the actual trash can section. This is going to be completely changed. So already right here we have a connector. Let's go ahead and rename this. And we'll set this to item out 2. And that should work, and we'll set that here. So we have another wireless transfer node. And then we need to figure out somewhere for the trash can, which we can honestly put that guy right here if we want. We can hook a connector up right here. Potentially. Yeah, we can get some cable. We have cable on us. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll just put some cable going up here. And then we'll have the trash can back in the wall. Actually, you know what? Let's replace those. We'll put the connector here. And then we'll set the trash can on top of that so we can hide the trash can. Perfect. I think that looks good. There we go. So now trash can is hidden. Trash can still has its own priority, and we will have to set those items. So let's go to here, create, insert. It's going to be set to 1. And then we're going to set the items that we want it to use only. And that should be good. That should only insert those items into there. Perfect. So now we need to change what we want to go into the other chest. So as of right now, we can actually filter using Xnet. And we're going to filter these specific items. Like crushed black quartz, gunpowder, redstone, glowstone, and the blaze powder. So these few things need to be changed. Also, Certus quartz and charged Certus quartz. All of this needs to be pulled out, and this needs to go into part 2. So we'll set a higher priority for that as well. So you see right here, item out 2. We'll create this, and the trash can needs to be set to 2 now. This will be set to 1. So it'll do the trash can first, then it'll come to this one and say, alright, I need to put items into here. And this is going to be where we're going to get these items whitelisted. So you gotta love, the internal filter on this is really nice. And it's quite large too. And if this doesn't suit it, you can also make another one. So this now should start pulling items like glowstone out, as you can see here. And that'll go into a different chest. Alright, let's go ahead and get a bus. I'll go ahead and make an import bus, or an importer. This should have enough stuff. Alright, so we have an importer. Let's get a chest. Or crate, doesn't really matter. Chest, I think, will work. This is not going to get backed up, or shouldn't get backed up. And we'll route that along here. Because I'm going to have it actually hooked into this system. This is our main system, so it only makes sense. Alright, so let's put the chest down right there. And then, like I said, this doesn't have to stay there for... It is just temporary for right now, until we can kind of get some of this automation set up, then we can make it look better. But now the importer's set. And we should be able to actually get now the other GPS locator. If I can remember where I'm going. So let's get another GPS. And we'll save it to this block. And we'll head up here and we'll actually set the location now. And we should see it should take glowstone. It should take out any of the redstone. Anything that's here. Like all of this stuff. Should no longer go inside here along with that. Right. I think. So yes, it is pulling all of this. And we should only see this in this particular place. Now, this is only the setup for dust. Now, we're going to have to modify this more whenever we go to switch it between each one. Right? Which shouldn't take too much to do. Let's go ahead and click our facade. There we go. Alright, and last but not least, these few things. Perfect. And then everything else should go in the trash can. Like, these should actually be trashed from this point. Alright, I see that. And that should be trashed. Let's check her chest. Yes, perfect. Alright, so now we can actually link this to a controller instead of an actual chest. And we can start getting some compacting drawers set up. So, let's go ahead and get that done. So I have everything ready to go. All I have to do now is get my actual drawer controller placed down. So I'm going to place that bad boy there. And then there, I'm going to save this on the GPS marker. And then we can place the compacting drawers. Now we're only going to need 9 compacting drawers because there's only 9 chunks that you can actually obtain. As far as I know, because I didn't see any others other than like the nether stuff, which you can get. It's just, I'm not going to be worried about those because we're not going to have that automated. So, anyways, let's go ahead and then place this here. And that should now be throwing those inside the compacting drawers. And it should sort them automatically. So, as we get this placed in here, I'm not worried about what order they're in. But I see nickel actually went in first, so I'm going to go ahead and throw the nickel in. And then we'll have gold and silver going in there. But we're going to have ore chunks from all these other things as well. So that's going to actually help a little bit. Now, this transfer node is really cool because we can also do fluids in it later on if we wanted to. And some fluid. And you can actually use this as one block, one whole block. So you can do item and fluids at the same time. Which I think would be kind of cool. So let's go ahead and here and look and see. Yes, this is now sorting everything. So you can see our ore chunks are now supported inside our compacting drawers. So really, all we have to do is just leave them in here for right now. And whenever we want to eventually fully automate the ore smelting and stuff, we can do that. But right now, it's so much easier for me just to have it go inside a compacting drawer and I can worry about it when I need it. So if I need some gold, I can go, alright, I have some gold. Let's throw that in here. I have nothing else stored away in there. And it should be ready to go. Look at that. Look at all the iron we have, by the way. Whew. Yeah, I have so much iron, I don't even know what to do with it as of right now. And this is just like super early in the game. Like, I can just start building rooms with iron at this point. But anyways, that is completely set up. Now, when I go to start working on the other stuff. So let's take a look at this. So I want to switch this. Now, let's go into the channels that I can actually switch. So let's turn off dust. And then we'll turn on... So, oh, were we sieving dust or sand? I think we were sieving sand? Let's just do gravel. What is in here right now? Oh, we were doing dust. Alright, so let's go ahead and get gravel set up. Now, let's take a look at what gravel uses. Or what it takes to get the stuff from gravel. So, compressed gravel with a diamond mesh will get you diamonds, emeralds, coal, grains of infinity, and lapis. Now I want all of those types of things to be to go into here. So diamonds, lapis, grains of infinity, emeralds, All of that I want going inside here. Let's go back to gravel. Very simple for this setup. Let's see, flint. There we go. Coal, and then coal's the only other one. All right, so let's take the coal, and all of these are going to be added to that filter, like we've done prior. The only other thing now is we pretty much have to wait for the other setup. So let's go ahead and remove this from here, and then gravel's going to start going in here. Now, there's nothing with gravel that we should have to worry about other than those materials, like I said. Now, actually, let's go ahead. We should probably pause this for a moment, because it is going to start taking all of our other stuff out, and I'll have to pull that out of our other system. But let's go into here, and we'll start adding this to our system. And there we go. All of that should now be pulled out. Let's go down here. Let's pull out the coal that was built up in here. Nothing else should be going in here. This should end up producing every single ore chunk that we're going to need, I think. So coal is definitely not one of them, but it definitely will work in the long run, getting everything kind of sorted the way we need it. Alright, so this should be pulling all this out. It looks like it is. Perfect. And is it keeping up? That's the only other thing I sort of worry about. Yes, it is keeping up. Okay, so let's take our stiffened mesh. We need to worry about getting some enchantment stuff done. How's that sound? So enchanting. I think we have some books that generate in here. Yes, we do get books that generate there. So, just a plain old enchanting table is something that we should be able to make. And then bookshelves. We do have a few already. Let's make a few more bookshelves. And we're just going to get a normal enchanting table set up. And then I need my chisel. And then we throw these items away. Alright, let's get my chisel. That'll be 18. I think that's more than enough. I think you normally need 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think you only need 12, I think, to get the full enchanting setup going. Alright, where to put this? For right now, I guess we can put it down in our basement. It's going to be like the best place for me to put it anyways. In our what I would normally call our power room. And there we go. That is all set up. Put our torch back. There we go. Alright, so enchanting this. We need... Can I reach up here and grab this? I think I can. Alright, we need lapis. And then we should be able to enchant the mesh. Did I not pull the mesh out? Of course I didn't. I have to go all the way back around to get this mesh. Alright, let's grab that. Take our mesh out. Perfect, thank you. And hopefully we get some really nice efficiency on that. If we get an efficiency, that would be great. Normally you get pretty nice stuff on this. Civ efficiency 4, fortune 3, and Civ luck of the sea. I don't know what Civ luck of the sea does, but if it gives us fish, that's kind of hilarious. But it just means more garbage that we have to go through. So we ended up getting fortune 3, which means that this bad boy now should be a lot faster, or a little bit faster. I think it might use also less power with the efficiency. I don't know. But the fortune should definitely give us more, or a higher chance. Oh, I'm kind of curious to see how much it actually gives us. So we got emeralds. We got 5 aluminum. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. But this thing is enchanted, so I mean, it's got some pretty good stuff on there. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty good. It does seem a bit faster. Yeah, it should be working. Now let's check. Yes, we have all of our chunks here. Nothing should be getting left behind now. So really, it's just a matter of letting this thing run. It's all we had to do is just let it run in the background, and this thing is producing so much stuff for us. Now, anytime I want to switch, of course, as you can see, all I got to do is switch my materials. Eventually, we can get all of these running. So what we would need is a set of 3 of sag mills, a set of 2 of sag mills, or we can eventually set this up and we could do compressed crafting and have what is it called? The stonework material factory running and it just placing in the block below. But for right now, sag mills seem to be working the best, and that will get us nice and compressed stuff for us. So yeah, this has been kind of fun. So now we have our item sorting and everything done. Guys, I think we can move on to other things, better things. How is there a baby skeleton done? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I was almost dead anyways. How is there a baby skeleton down there? What is going on? Oh man. Anyways, whew. All right. So yeah, now that we have this, we can kind of go forth into other machinery and kind of upgrading even more and getting some more awesome automation set up. So guys, I hope you guys have been enjoying this Let's Play and all the awesome stuff that we've been doing. I have some huge rooms over there. Believe me, we're gonna be taking up all of that space fairly soon. So be ready for that and stick with me. And believe me, guys, even though I have an arrow in my hand, that's so weird. Believe me, stick with me, and you'll have some fun. We'll have some fun here. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and as always, thanks for watching.